Are you rich or are you poor? How do you answer when you get asked this question? Are you rich or are you poor? The manner in which you answer this question can tell me whether you're a person who lives in abundance or in scarcity. Abundance means plentifulness, and scarcity means shortages, not enough. Hello, welcome to the half hour with Jonah Mongoshi, and today we are talking abundance. It was an ordinary day about 10 to 15 years ago when I was walking on the street and I saw a lady who looked like she was in extreme pain. She would walk for about 10 paces and then she would stop and she would take a deep breath and then she would start to walk again. And the expression on her face was clearly showing that she was in pain. At that point, we were practicing with our children what we called random acts of kindness. We would just look for opportunities as we are going about our daily life to help somebody, to give somebody an act of kindness. And I thought this is an opportunity. I walked over to this lady and I said, ma'am, I don't know where you're coming from or where you're going, but I noticed that you are in pain. I don't have much to help you, but I would like to give you this $20. And I handed over $20 to her. And the expression on her face was worth $1 million. For a moment, she just stood there, shocked. I don't think anything like this had ever happened to her before. And then she said, I don't know where you've come from, but thank you. Thank you so much. I am struggling right now. I've been to hospital. My husband has lost his job. And from the look of things, just the way she was dressed, you could see that things were not okay. And she was walking over to the shops to buy some food. I don't know what she did with that money. I don't know who she is. I don't know where she works. But I walked away from there feeling rich. I felt abundance. And this is an important lesson for us. Most of us look at ourselves as if we are poor. We consider ourselves poor, and it starts in the mind. But guess what? We never really sit to define what we mean by poverty and what we mean by wealth. If I am healthy, I am not sick, I've woken up today, I'm able to do my ordinary work without groaning in pain or mourning in pain, isn't that a form of wealth? Am I not rich? If I have got food on the table, my family is having a meal, 3 meals a day, they are not starving, isn't that a form of wealth? If I have clothes on my back, I'm not walking around semi-naked. I've got adequate clothes when it's cold. I feel the warmth because I've got the clothes. Isn't that a form of wealth? If I've got a roof over my head, whether I'm renting or I'm owning it, but I've got shelter, I am protected from the rain, from the cold, from the wind. Isn't that a form of wealth? So I believe that our definition of wealth needs to change. But over and above that, one of the main reasons why we feel poor is that we compare ourselves and we are biased. We are not even objective. We tend to compare ourselves with people who are doing better than us. But when you think about it, I looked at my life the other day and I said, there are definitely people I went to school with who are doing better than me financially. They've got a bigger house. They've got a nicer car. They've got more money in the bank by the lifestyle that they live, I think. So, because of that, you start feeling like you're a poor person. But when you think about it, at least in my case, when I thought about it, the people I went to school with that are worse off than me are many more than the people who are doing better than me. And all I'm doing is I'm hacking into my brains to feel miserable by focusing on what I don't have. So a scarcity mindset is when you tend to think poverty thoughts, when you tend to complain about what you don't have, when you tend to focus on the things that are not working in your life. An abundance mindset is the thinking process where you tend to look at the things you've got in your life, where you tend to be thankful for what you've got, where you tend to be grateful, where you celebrate your successes. But what is of critical importance is that mindset tends to attract what you get in your life. A scarcity mindset will attract poverty the same way that manure will attract flies. An abundance mindset will tend to attract wealth and richness in your life. So, my challenge to you is, having posed that question to you when I say, how do you answer this question? If somebody asks you, are you rich or are you poor? Your answer should have given you an indication of the extent to which you have got a scarcity mindset or an abundance mindset. And I'm challenging you, if you want peace of mind, well being, you want to experience wealth in all dimensions of life, then you need to develop an abundance mindset. And this is what we'll be tackling on the other side. So stick around and let's attack that scarcity mindset and replace it with an abundance mindset. See you on the other side.